So, Servus und Hallo meine Freunde zum neuen Video von Madden NFL zu QB1, meiner Madden 20 Karriere. Ein bisschen her. So, passt. So, jetzt haben wir heute das zweite Spiel. Wollte eigentlich letztes Mal gleich weiter aufnehmen, hab's aber leider nicht mehr können, weil ich keine Zeit nicht mehr gehabt habe. Und ja.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Oregon Ducks.
Schauen wir mal, was sagen können.
One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Jetzt relativ konservativ zum Spielen.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Nichols over the middle, complete. That's Sparks. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. Would you call that second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Mein Gameplan ist relativ
College Football Playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 60.
Und da ist er, der Sack. Und bin ich durchgekommen, ungeblockt.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. Working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground.
Natürlich
they do get 10
peinlich.
back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's 1-0 as a collegian starter, but now that pressure, it ratchets up quite a bit. The Ducks have it 1st and 10. Gonna go with Keller here. Fights forward for only about a yard to the 21. Charles, the success that this quarterback had in this semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset, because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well in the semifinals. I do think we'll see a similar kind of offense. They'll find places for him to take his shots, and especially you have to when you've got a weapon like Streets on the outside.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So, müssen wir uns auf den mit M schauen, was der macht.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think
Jawohl.
about pressure.
Yeah, this is going to be
20-Yard pass for the first down.
21 yards there on third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now this is Keller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught.
Und da ist Touchdown.
Touchdown Ducks.
Ende ersten Quarter.
46 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Quarter mit 7-0 führen, das ist auf jeden Fall nicht schlecht.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25
wird kurz kicken, dass er einen
26-yard
Touchback
line.
provoziert. Wobei, Touchback glaube ich jetzt 35 Yards weiter. Was jetzt gut noch.
The Texas offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Nichols to throw.
Nein, jetzt springe ich daneben.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On the carry, this is Slay. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown.
So schlecht für die Defense.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Touchback.
The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yards like this.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That was a pretty good combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. They're going to look to throw. Out to the right, this one pulled in by Streets. Give him 9 there on a first down completion. Now that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. Double team, just anything to disrupt him, because he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. 11 yards there, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep the offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Was wurscht.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas.
In your face.
Oh, that's echt mal in your face.
Operating from the gun. Nichols. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Jawohl.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw on 2nd down. Nichols looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sparks. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Nichols.
It's quite intentional grounding.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this.
It's caught inside the 25.
Nein!
And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Aber wir haben nur 30 Sekunden.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
What are
there.
you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded at the 6. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
So, jetzt war das 26 Sekunden und 3 Timeouts. Der wird eigentlich länger, um hier
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady. He calls him, and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call her from the locker room after every game, and he says, listen now, she's not afraid to tell me if I do something wrong.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Wenn wir jetzt mit 8 Sekunden aufrutschen, auf jeden Fall das 4.
Here
Versuch
on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, it's a good
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Haben wir 14-10 hinten.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Ja, du kriegst dann bei der zweiten Halbzeit.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right? Of course I do. Then make it happen. Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the 2nd half of this national championship game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking up one. Giants figure to be in the market. Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league. And this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, Let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook.
Nein! Coverage and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Was es sogar
the interception last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
Glück Gott, das war Safety. Du hast nochmal einen Gegenspieler in seiner eigenen Endzone getackelt. Wir können 2 Punkte und er muss unseren Punkt zurückgeben.
On the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down.
Nein. Ja!
Anderson right side.
Das ist ein Gruseldruck, Win.
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Back to throw.
Jawohl.
This is caught at the end.
Und da ist der Touchdown.
Touchdown Ducks. Quintez Anderson. 38
der Touchdown in dem Spiel.
And the Ducks have the lead. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Streets relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's
für die, die es später auf
that's the
YouTube schauen,
25-yard
auf 2
line.
Plattformen gleichzeitig gestreamt, über PlayStation, auf
The
Twitch
offense for the
und
Longhorns
über
getting ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better.
Capture
Probably
card.
here too, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw Nichols. And Walker has it.
wenn so der Biss sein kann, die Defense.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, do you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, you got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in the second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities. But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller, if you see any moments where it feels too big for him, be ready to dial this game plan back.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 9 now.
No.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Seattle.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They give to Slay here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now Nichols.
Jawohl.
Pressure gets to him again.
On the next sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. All the prognosticators have a 1st-round grade on Isaiah Street should he decide to jump to the NFL after this season. But all indications are that he wants to come back and play college ball one more year with his eyes firmly set on winning the Heisman Trophy. And you better believe that has the folks back on campus extremely excited. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Next completion.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That is caught. He's got streets. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now back to throw. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out-route catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's back to throw. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown from 6 yards away. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. He'll look to throw. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere.
Jawohl.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Nein! Ich hab den gesehen und wollte den Spieler wechseln. Es war nur 4 Sekunden after.
And the Longhorns have the lead. The Longhorns deciding that they're going to go for 2.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't scoop it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, Spiel ist vorbei, Nummer
Well,
5.
many thought this crew would not survive without Marcus Washington, but they won in Arlington. Give them credit. And then they came this close to a national title, ultimately coming up 1 point short here in Santa Clara.
Das haben wir verloren.
Your college football national champions, the Texas Longhorns.
Hey,
Hey,
a difficult loss to, in my opinion, too short career. Tell me, how you holding up?
I don't really know what you want to say here. I guess I had this one shot. I let myself and my teammates down.
Just go. Listen, there's some good talk out there, all right? Keep your head up, nail it at the combine, and then this won't be your last game, okay?
You're right.
All right, get out of here.
Thanks, Tail.
You got it.
Das Spiel verkackt. Letzten Sekunden nur das Interception.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's right here. Okay, hang on. Hello?
Hey, it's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate right now, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to let you know Emily's out of the surgery and she is doing great, but she had to sleep through the game, so
Probably for the best.
thank you so much, by the way. In her, you have really made a fan for life.
Thank you. Emily's an amazing person, just... Please keep in touch, let us know how she's doing.
I will.
Okay.
Thanks.
Take care.
The college football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Schrager, who's your player to watch?
I love the story of the backup quarterback who just came off the bench to lead his team to the national championship game.
Okay.
We've never known less about an NFL prospect.
Well, Peter, we do know that he did lose the national championship game. Hashtag matters.
Fair point, but in that game, you also saw his NFL caliber arm, Kyle, no doubt.
He's got a hose, but every NFL quarterback going into this draft has an NFL caliber arm. I'm just saying, if I'm a GM, I'm not going to just take some flyer on a kid who played in 2 games. I'm not doing it.
Come on, Debbie Downer. Listen, I'm with you, but we saw some good things in those 2 games. We saw good fundamentals. We saw good instincts. If he blows up the combine, he'll go in the 4th round, 5th at the latest.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
So, hier passieren wir. Ein NFL Combine gibt es in der nächsten Folge. Ich sage mal, danke fürs Zuschauen. Danke für die, die es im Nachhinein anschauen auf YouTube. Ich wünsche einen schönen Abend und auf Wiederschauen. Reingehauen.